Hey, it's Lena Gordon, broker of record with Remax Gordon Group Realty, and let's talk about the stats. And as usual, we will start from economic indicators. And as you can see, real GDP growth is up, Toronto employment growth is up, Toronto unemployment rate is up, inflation is still steady, it's 2.9%. Bank of Canada overnight rate didn't change for last 4 or more months, and it's staying at 5%. That brings us to the prime rate in major Canadian banks, 7.2%. And total residential transaction, we sold 5% less in April this year to compare to April last year. If we look at the seasonally adjustments, in April this year, we sold 3.4% less than in March this year. Average selling price is staying flat, even though we have like a spring market and more activity, but still we have lots of new listings and lots of inventory, and buyers have lots of choices. So average selling price didn't change. If you look at the seasonally adjustments, in April to compare to the March this year, the average selling price is up by 1.5%. New listing, and this is the huge number. We have 47.2% more new listing coming to the market in April this year to compare to the April last year. And sales to new listing ratio, we are down by 23%, and now it's 42%. And this ratio shows what market we are, sellers or buyers market. So up to 40% it's a buyers market, 40 to 60% it's a balance market, and over 60% it's a sellers market. And last year it was strictly buyer's market. Now we are on the middle, and it's a balance market. Days on the market, we have a 16.7% more to compare to the last year. Now it's taking 28 days to sell the property. So that's explained because we have lots of inventory. It's taking longer to sell the property. And this is my favorite slide, sales and average price by major home types. And here we see the dynamic difference by type and areas. Detached houses, they are performing very well in 416 area. It's 2.2% to compare to detached houses in 905 area. It was up by 1.2%. Even though in 416 area land is more expensive and property are more expensive, we had a more increase in 416 area. If you look on the semi-detached houses, we see the huge difference between 416 and 905 area. So in 416 semi-detached are up by 2.9%. In 905 area they are down by 2.6%. That shows again the people moving toward more Toronto area, whereas 416 area we have more jobs, but we still have affordability issues, and kind of they tend to buy semi-detached properties because it's more affordable, it's cheaper properties to compare to detached. If you look on the townhouses, yes, it looks strange, the numbers, and even 416 area they're minus 3.9% average selling price, and 905 area minus 3.5%. I can explain that recently we have lots of new construction, and usually it's townhouses, not semi-detached or detached. Now they are building up, so there is stacked townhouse 3-4 levels because builders trying to save on the land is expensive. But as we know, new construction, they're more expensive, and that's why these numbers are down, because it's more expensive properties and because it's new, and we still have affordability issues. If we look on the condo apartment in 416 area, they are up by 2%, and in 905 area they are down by 1.7%. It's kind of interesting dynamic, but this is the numbers for these months. And now to summarize everything, we have real GDP growth is up, and Toronto unemployment rate is up, employment rate is up, inflation is still the same like last month, 2.9%, and the central bank mortgage rate is still the same at 5%. So we didn't go up, we didn't go down, and many buyers, they're like just sitting on the fence, they just waiting what is going to happen. That's why we have a more listings coming to the market, like 47%, because it's spring market and usually people are buying and selling on spring market, but we sold 5% less than in the last year. That shows that the buyers, they are still sitting and waiting what's going to happen, and central bank is still promising us that they will lower the rate somewhere toward 2025. And if the rate is low, if the rate is go down, all the buyers, what they were waiting was going to happen, they start to buy and the prices go up. So if you can be pre-approved for today's market, so it's probably better to buy now when the price is still low and buyers have a lot of choices. If you want to check what you can do about your buying or selling experience, just reach us anytime and we will check everything for you. That's all for today for the stats from Toronto Real Estate Board, and we will talk soon for the May stats from Toronto Real Estate Board. So see you soon.